I don't know if you guys saw, there was like this list of like un-American speech and un-American speakers in the US. And it was like actually so dystopian. Like, you know who was fucking on that list? Hakeem Jeffries, for saying that like freedom of speech is important or something so fucking milk toast. Let me see if I can find it. The house, yeah, this fucking garbage. Red alert, a new national security directive from Trump is targeting not only groups, but also individuals who express anti-capitalist, anti-Christian, and anti-American views. This is blatant censorship and an attack on free speech in order to preserve the dictatorship of capital. The Trump administration isn't only targeting organizations or groups, but even individuals or entities whom NSPM 7 says can be identified by any of the following indicators of violence: anti-Americanism, anti-capitalism, anti-Christianity, support for the overthrow of the United States government. Oh, you know, I know a guy. I actually know a guy who was supportive of the overthrowing of the United States government. Actually, it's crazy. Extremism on migration, extremism on race, extremism on gender, hostility towards those who hold to those who hold traditional values, American views on family, hostility towards those who hold traditional American views on religion. Like, I don't know, the traditional view that the church and state should be separate. Haha, we're in danger. Haha. The White House has compiled a public list of enemies as of this morning, has authorized the military to kill peaceful protesters. But whatever you do, don't call them fascists because that's hateful. And here is the list of people. Governor Tim Walz is on this list because he smeared ICE as the modern-day Gestapo. Governor Gavin Newsom likened ICE to secret police, calling them authoritarian and proclaiming a right to push back. Pritzker claimed that the country is becoming Nazi Germany because ICE is grabbing people off the street and disappearing them. Robin Kelly smeared ICE as Gestapo and betrayal. Jasmine Crockett compared ICE to slave patrols. Sylvia Garcia referred to ICE agents as thugs. You can't even call them thugs, really? You can't even call them thugs? That's hateful. That's hateful speech to call ICE thugs, really? Are we fucking serious right now? Ramirez attacked ICE as a terror force. The most offensive stuff that's on here is ever putting fucking Hakeem Jeffries on the same list as like Bernie Sanders and Ilhan Omar. Hakeem Jeffries implored people to, quote, fight the Trump administration in the streets and declared ICE agents will be unsuccessful in protecting their identities, no matter what it takes. So violent. That's it. That's peak violence. Eric Swalwell said it was his priority to ensure ICE agents are no longer faceless, comparing them to some 1800s bank robber or some KGB officer in Russia. Guys, we compared them to bank robbers. Uh-huh. That's violence if I've ever seen it. Yep. Mm-hmm. And here's the official whitehouse.gov link for it. They would literally arrest Jesus immediately. They would immediately arrest Jesus. So Charlie Kirk gets assassinated. Christians get killed in their own church, yet it's right-wing institutions who are violent. You know the right is in power right now. Can you show me the left-wing institution that's doing the violence right now? Can you show me the institution that has power and is doing anything with that power? The thing is, like, you have to understand that the average conservative just really doesn't get that when you worsen conditions for Americans across the board and you don't give them an outlet for their rage, they become apathetic, nihilist pieces of shit that don't care who they conduct their violence on. This is why school shootings have always made no fucking sense. What do you mean you're mad you don't get laid, so you go and kill a bunch of 7-year-olds? How does that fucking add up? I don't even understand how that makes any fucking sense. Oh, except that's the fucking point. These people don't value their lives or anyone else's lives because they've been told that none of this shit matters and they've been shown that none of their problems will improve. What do? They're like, okay, well, you know, since we're in this fucking insane, ridiculous universe, I guess I can just fucking end it all. I guess that's a reasonable conclusion to come to. Jesus Christ was an anti-capitalist terrorist cult leader who normalized sex workers, volunteered for the poor, and gave out free healthcare. Yep. This is actually true. All of that is correct. But actually, little do people know, Jesus was just hanging out with sex workers because they're all really funny. That statement was fact-checked by a patriot, and it's true. All right, we can go back to the live coverage and see if there's anything new that they've reported on, but I don't think so. I posted this. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? What the fuck am I supposed to do with the DUI hire? Pete Hegseth hitting the gritty.
All right, when y'all score, I want to see the gritty. Want to see the gritty? Yeah, I want to see the gritty. All right, when y'all...
What am I supposed to do with this information? Sounds like the guy that's filming starts crying. Meanwhile, in China.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been a G. If I was you, I would cut up my wrist. Exotic all over.
Meanwhile, in America.
And it is literally in a burning building.
Oh, there's fire around the door.
The entire room is on fire.
Oh my gosh, this is the craziest thing we've ever filmed.
And behind him is $500,000, which he could win if he completes 7 death traps.
Out of there! Out of here! Come on! In case you're curious who this gentleman is, he's actually a professional stuntman. But we are gonna push him to the max in this video. They still gotta get the money while the room's on fire.
Watch out, Chandler! All right, that's 2 of the 10 bags.
He's on fire!
He's literally on fire.
Nolan, get the fire extinguisher!
Hurry up, the house is about to collapse.
All right, that's it. That's it.
The money's on fire. Oh my God, the money's burning.
You did it!
His lights are on fire. Put it out.
My adrenaline's pumping right now.
You managed to get $250,000 out of that building. Let's head to the next death trap. This is gonna be crazy.
So, like... Meanwhile, in China, they got bone glue. China has invented a new bone glue that repairs bone fractures in just 3 minutes. No surgery or metal plates needed. Meanwhile, in the US, we got whatever this is. I don't really know what this is, but whatever this is.
You don't get to ask those questions. What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared? You don't get to ask those questions.
I don't want this. I want bone glue. But I want bone glue instead. No bone glue, chat. Only Candace Owens. No bone glue. Can I? There's someone that you should all hate more than Hakeem Jeffries. And, you know, I don't even need to convince you to hate him. You guys already hate him. You know him. You hate him. The ogre himself, John Fetterman.
UN delegates
John Fetter bitch, excuse me.
walked out of the Netanyahu address on Friday in New York at the UN General Assembly. Why is there so much upset against Netanyahu?
Yeah, I watched that, and if you're leaving with Iran at the same time, you know, really look at yourself. And it's like, what kinds of values do you have? If you're going to walk out, you know, on a speech of the leader of, you know, and you are standing with Iran, one of the world's largest terrorism underwriter, what they've done, you know, they financed what Hamas and Hezbollah and those things.
Wait till this guy finds out what Israel did.
And now look who you're walking out with. And now that's why I strongly reject that in the strongest terms. And I actually support the things what Israel has done. And I actually, you know, even referencing the beepers, you know, Hezbollah did get the message, just like.
You know who else got the message? A bunch of innocent civilians and a bunch of innocent children who have nothing to do with Hezbollah. You fucking piece of shit. You soulless fucking piece of shit.
The prime minister said that's entirely appropriate. And now, why aren't we reminding Hamas could end this war? They could have ended this at any point to send all of the hostages home and disarm. I mean, that's how the way the wars work. Right. It's like if you start a war and you're forced to submit or just engage this war. And that's what Israel's forced to do that, and why I support what they continue to do in Gaza City.
What if you just never spoke again, Fetterman? What if you just like, what if it was shut the fuck up Friday for the rest of your life, every single day, forever?
UN delegates.
Like, I get that you got permanent brain damage from your stroke. I get that. But why the fuck are you trying to induce brain damage on the rest of us? We vote for you and this is what we fucking get. Are you fucking serious, dude? But to bring some levity, this looks hilarious. Back on the Mamdani conversation for 1 second.
You've heard of Hot Girls for Zoran, but now we got
Perverts for Cuomo.
Me too.
This city's in the shitter. There's no cops anymore, garbage all over the place, and the Yankees haven't won since 2009.
The MTA is a disaster. The trains are not safe anymore. You can't even watch porn in peace.
I keep asking my neighbor out. She doesn't...
What happened to catcalling?
Used to be you could smell your assistant's hair.
And now everybody gets mad, and that's why I'm voting for Andrew Cuomo.
Man.
Mayor.
Hard on taxes. You had me at hard on.
Yeah.
Exactly. And please, Stephanie, my daughter, if you're watching this, what is your friend's name? What is her number? Andrew Cuomo. If you...
I miss when white guys would say they were going to do some edgy humor, and this is what they did. I hate white guys who are like, I love edgy humor, says the N-word. That's just you being racist. That's not edgy. There's no humor there. No one's fucking laughing. You didn't even, there's no punchline. Now this is a good edging. You had me at edging.
You are seeing this. Let's go out, meet some women, touch, grab.
Andrew Cuomo, if you're seeing this, please make it $17 to ride the subway.
We go to the club.
$17 to ride the subway.
You kiss a girl on her cheek, I kiss her on the other cheek, we whisper in her ear, if you don't want to go home with us tonight, you're fucking out of your mind. We play.
Is your sister still single?
No, I'm dating her, man.
Yes! Bring back quirked up white boys that do edgy humor. Yes! Yes! This is white culture. Now this is white culture I approve. Yes. Oh my god. A white boy summer is so back. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. So,